Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video on the Cave Gameshire SMP. So, I didn't exactly explain what's going on with this server, or why exactly I'm here in the first place. Um, the server is rather unique in the way that we're executing it. This is really the brainchild of Arcrhid, whose house is over here. So, he had this idea to make a world that is really everlasting. And what I mean by that is this is the world that he wants to play on for the remainder of his life. That's a lot of boats. Oh, it's when they fill my house with boats. With that being said, his idea is to slowly upgrade the server through each major version of Minecraft, starting from alpha 1.1.2 underscore 01. We spent about a day on that before we upgraded to the Halloween update, alpha 1.2.6. And I believe we're going to be here for at least a little while longer until he finishes this giant statue of Arthur Harris in the spawn region. Which you can see where that is on the overview map that should be on your screen right now. So as you might notice, we're not in the spawn region, we're actually off to the side. We're about 1,000 blocks away from the center, more or less, give or take. The idea with that is all the chunks that are in that big square are terrain that was generated in alpha 1.0.11. Everything outside of that is Halloween update chunks. For the most part, this terrain doesn't really change too much between now and beta 1.7.3, after which we get another one of these nice chunk walls that you can see on the overview map here. So with that being said, we're in an area that's outside the spawn region that he decided to name Harrishire. I really have no idea why he decided. He might have an obsession with Arthur Harris for all I know. And there's some things on this map, such as like the stone pathway that I built, along with a couple of houses. I think last time my own house wasn't constructed, and at least this time it's actually there. Same thing with Arcrid's house. I don't think he had built it then either. That bridge is supposed to connect the two halves of this city together. And just from there, we're going to slowly develop this land and convert it into not really a city, but more like a small town. With that being said, every town needs a food source, right? So that's why I've laid out this nice sand wall here, because it's really all I had. I kind of ran out of dirt. The sand is going to be the outline of this entire wheat farm that I'm building here, with that nice circle over there serving as a stone silo. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to break down this sand, and then I'm going to replace the bottom layer here with brick, and I'm going to alternate with wood, or with logs rather, with half slabs on top, and then in between them I'm going to have fence posts, and then like a special like doorway. The real challenge is, of course, going to be making this giant silo. With that being said, I'm going to tear down the sand wall and then construct an actual wall out of it. So, I will meet you when I'm done. Alright, I think that just about does it for the outer edge. I unfortunately forgot that fence posts don't connect to any surrounding block. I don't think they do that until like beta 1.8, so that's gonna look kind of wonky until then. But either way, it's still not too bad. We could end up a lot worse. So now the next thing I need to do is put a door down so I can actually enter the farm. Because fence gates also don't exist until beta 1.8. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is construct the silo. So this thing's going to be about 32 blocks tall, and the width of the circle is 13. This is about the, I guess, most circle-y circle you can get with a circle generator. And then the top of it is going to be domed with slabs. So I need about all 20 of these stacks of stone here. Or is it 18? It is 18 stacks of stone. And I got like a little extra in case the server decides to eat some. Fortunately, we won't have to worry about that once we're in beta 1.0. So all I gotta do now is just remove this outline and make a giant stone circle. Although I do want to get rid of this guy so he doesn't cause me any issues. Come over here, buddy. Let's put you out of your misery. Whoop! He sees me. All right, let's handle this not stupidly. So funny thing about creepers in this version, they always strafe to the left. That's always the direction they go in. Alright, so let's do that and replace the entire ring with stone. That pig, I thought it was some kind of monster. So I do want to keep this as an entrance. However, I'm going to come back and then, I guess, recarve into the side of the silo here. The exact, I guess, door shape that I want. It's probably going to be like a simple archway, though. Since I can't exactly do anything with stairs, or slabs for that matter, upside down. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and construct this silo wall real quick, and then I will be back with you. Alright, so now we're done with the body of the silo, and now we gotta do the more challenging portion, which, well, not really challenging. Domes are not too difficult, they just require, like, a bit of, I guess, foreknowledge. Basically, you take the radius of, not the radius, what's that word called? The circumference of the circle, and you essentially make two semicircles that intersect above it. So I'm going to make a decent amount of slabs. I don't know if this many stacks will be enough, but hopefully it's enough for our purposes. So yeah, basically you make two semicircles that intersect at the top, and then you essentially just ring more circles all the way up. So I'm gonna build another circle of half slabs on top of that in the same circumference, and then I'm going to make with that a another set of two circles that are going to intersect at the top here. So we're going to go ahead and start by placing that. And slabs are a little weird. I don't know when this gets changed, but I don't remember this behavior being in the game. So it could be fixed sometime in beta, because I don't remember this existing in 1.7.3. Although it might, I just might not have noticed, because it's not like I've done much building in that version. This is actually rather irritating to build with, because it definitely makes placing substantially more annoying. Alright, so now I've got this. So what I would do next is I have no scaffolding blocks. Alright, so I'm going to place this down. So as this is the center point, then you would go out 2 blocks from here. And then, damn, I really need to get some dirt, don't I? Let me just drop down the ladder here. Whee! Fortunately, if I take damage from falling, it's not going to be too bad, because armor doesn't take any damage at all in this version of the game. It's just a bug. You can also, you saw me do this earlier, but you can just throw your tools on the ground and it repairs them. I believe that gets fixed in beta 1.0. But I can already tell I might need more slabs than what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and, while we're down here, make a few more. I don't think I used dirt in the slab recipe. Currently, there's also only one slab in the game. It's just these smooth stone slabs. I don't think we get oak slabs until beta 1.3 or 1.2. I don't remember exactly which. Same thing with the alternative tree types. We don't get that for quite a while either. This thing looks really strange without a top to it. Just looks like an open tower. But yeah, whoop, that was my face. I gotta say, I quite like the way this thing looks from above shape-wise. I didn't have too much room to work with. Well, I had a decent amount. But I didn't want it to fill the entire space in like a big square, because squares are kind of boring. Like, whenever you build things, you gotta have irregularity to them. Otherwise, it just looks bad. Alright, so let me get up here. And then, so now what I would do is I would make another 2 blocks like this. And then I would go like this. And then boom. I would place it sideways. Oop, careful. And then from here, we go another one up. Alright, so then I would place 1, 2, and then this is the center point of both circles. So I can get rid of this scaffolding now. Get that. It's just going to fall down. I'll let it fall down for now. Alright, so we're going to place 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, and then, oh, I need to go up another 2. Making a dome out of half slabs was probably not the smartest idea I've ever had. But either way, we've now got one of the connecting semicircles. This serves more as a guide. It makes it a little easier to place the circles. So now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to repeat the exact same process on this side. Whoops, is that right? Yeah, that's right. So fortunately, since this is already here, I can just use this as like a starting point. drop down over here. I'm amazed I have not fallen off this thing yet. 2. And then place that. Nope, nope, I need to go up one more. And then there we are. There's the semicircle, I guess, guides. So now I need to get out from this area and recollect my dirt. Dirt is a valuable resource, and we really can't afford to be wasting it. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop down here and grab some. Oh, some pigs have spawned. That's good. You guys are food. Food's not too big of an issue right now because we don't really take damage from anything since we're basically invincible with this armor. But it's going to be an issue later, so I'd rather have a wheat farm. Seeing as I can just grow the wheat rather than, having to rely on hunting pigs. Alright, so the next thing I would do is I would just start placing slabs and aligning it to where this circle is. Alright, I have no idea how I did that. And yet I did it. This game is a little finicky. Maybe I'm just placing it too fast. That's very strange. I guess I'll have to place it a little bit slower. So the idea is I will align... I did it again. The idea is I'm going to align this the circle up here. And then I'm going to shrink it down by 2 blocks. So I'll go from 13 to 11. And then just slowly work the circle inwards. So I will return to you once I have done exactly that. Alright, so the dome's finished, and I've now got a path layout done. I unfortunately forgot to go up there and light the dome, or at least the top of it, so I'll have to go back and do that at a later date. Otherwise, I don't want, monsters falling in here, because that'd just be really irritating. But the way I've set this pathway, I guess, network is the best way I can describe it, is that you're able to access any portion of the, I guess, tillable soil from any of these pathways because in this old version of Minecraft, as you walk across them, you can just uproot the crops, which is rather irritating. There is a bug that eventually gets introduced that will allow us to place fence posts underneath the soil, and then we're able to walk on top of the crops without actually destroying them. However, we don't currently have that. So whenever we do get that, though, I will more than likely be revising this path and probably just outright removing it in favor of just more tillable soil. Let me reinstall the door here. So the next thing I'm going to do is fill this up with cobblestone. And then once I do that, the only other thing I need to do for this build is set out portions, or set out where the water would go to fertilize the crops, and actually start planting stuff, which, in case you didn't know, before the introduction of tallgrass in beta 1.6, you used to get seeds by tilling grass. Eventually, you get some seeds like that. So that was the way in which you used to... Do hoes not get damaged? Huh, interesting. I did not know that. Alright, well, I've learned something today. As you can see, it takes a little while to get any kind of seeds out of this. So for the most part, I'll just be slowly spreading the crop by just adding more seeds to this thing. So yeah, so the next thing I need to do is, I guess, fill in this pathway. So I will rejoin you once I have done that. Well, it seems I'm like just slightly short of all the cobblestone I need. So rather than run all the way back to the mines and spawn, I think I'm just gonna hop over into a cave right here and just mine a bit out of the walls. I think one stack ought to be enough, but I'll get two just in case. Looks like there's a bone man chilling here. Oh, he's in a lake. Oh, okay. I don't mean no trouble. All right, let's enter this cave here. Oh. Ooh. Man, skeletons could be a real pain to deal with. Ooh. Alright, well, looks like this cave's clear now. There's not too much down here. So I'll get like a couple stacks of stone here, and then we'll go ahead and finish off that path. Alright, all in all, not too bad. I like the way this looks. It's not too bad looking. The only other thing I really need to do with this thing is obviously plant crops. But kind of fix the lighting because right now it's all on this. I don't know if mobs are able to spawn on farmland in this version of the game. I'd have to consult the wiki on that, and even then I might have a hard time finding it. The only thing I got to do is place like the water blocks so it'll grow. And while I was at it, I decided to go ahead and rip out the ground of the silo in here and replace it with wood flooring. That's a cloud passing through the silo. That was really confusing. So I'll work on a storage solution for that, but yeah, other than that, that just about does it for this. So, hope you enjoyed, and as always, thanks for walking. Wait a minute, this isn't the world border.